What's up, guys? Every time I'm talking to somebody about life or giving somebody wisdom in general, seems like I always go back to something that I told my kids recently. I just wanted to share this little story with you. So a minute ago, my 8-year-old got mad playing basketball against his big brother, and he kicked over his little brother's bottle of bubbles, and he was really upset about it. So after an overly exaggerated amount of time, he was still very, very down and feeling guilty. So I just talked to him about how there are so many people in this world who are prohibiting themselves and restricting themselves from ever really experiencing the love of Christ and the joy that God gives to us, because they keep this shadow over themselves and never really allow themselves to have forgiveness. And I just gave him the example that when we don't accept God's work in taking our guilt upon himself on the cross, and we decide to punish ourselves rather than accept his forgiveness for free. And it's kind of like if I would have fixed one of his toys for him, and then he says it's not good enough, and he breaks it in half and decides to try to fix it himself. So I just would advise you to always understand that sometimes you can actually make a mistake that you can ask for forgiveness for and actually receive that forgiveness. And other times, of course, the person might not forgive you, and that's cool. You do the right thing regardless how they responded. And then I also told them that there are sometimes when you make mistakes, when you wish you could ask for forgiveness, but you can't. A very short, temporary example of that is at night after they go to bed, I might think of something that I did during the day that I wish I would have done differently. And they're already asleep, and I can't ask them for forgiveness. But I still got to be able to go to sleep. So, I have to just accept the fact that, we all make mistakes, and ask God to help me do better later. That's godly guilt. That's the good kind of guilt that leads to repentance and leads to, actually receiving his grace and mercy. But then a more permanent example is how after my brother died, I thought of 1,000 things that I wish I could tell him I was sorry for, but I couldn't. My 11-year-old told me that's easy. All you got to do is ask God to let him know that you're sorry and tell him you're sorry. And I said, yeah, that's true. I did that a lot. Sometimes you just have to genuinely be sorry about something and, move on. Try not to make the same mistakes again and understand that Jesus already paid it all. Hey, God bless y'all. Stay encouraged. Hope y'all got something from that.